All right, welcome back. So we're going to be in 6.2, which is trigonometric integrals and substitutions. So the basic problem here, or the first problem, is one we actually already know how to do. So let's start with just the easiest problem. The easiest problem is actually just a regular substitution, where we would say, let's say we have the integral of cosine x to, let's say, some power, let's call it n, times sine of x dx. Or, you could also have sine of x to some power n times cosine x dx. Either way, it's going to be the same problem, basically. Let's let u equal cosine x. du, then, in this case, is negative sine x dx. Okay. And then this problem becomes negative the integral u to the nth du, u to the n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus c. That equals, I should have had a negative cosine of x to the n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus c. Okay? That's sort of the simplest, easiest type of problem. Gets a little bit trickier when we don't have that sign here, for example. Okay, so let's start with the next one. Let's say we have the integral. Let's do an example. Cosine to the fifth of x dx. Okay, so now what I'm doing here is now we have an odd power. Okay, this is only marginally more difficult. Okay, and why? Because what we're gonna break off one of them. So we're gonna write this as cosine to the fourth of x, cosine x dx, and then cosine to the fourth, well, that's cosine squared squared. Okay. And now cosine squared, remember, is 1 minus sine squared. So now we can let our u be cosine of x, or sine of x in this case. Okay, so we're going to get the integral 1 minus u squared squared du, and that's simple to integrate. I can just expand that out. So that's u minus 2u to the third over 3 plus u to the fifth over 5 plus a c. I've got my u being sine of x. Okay, we get our answer. Okay, all right. We'll come back and we'll look at what happens when we have an even power in the next video.